push it.
I got that power. I got that power. I got that power. I got that.
Introducing the future of home security. The Xiaomi 360 Home Security Camera 2K with crystal clear 2K high-definition video. Experience complete coverage with a 360-degree panorama view, avoiding any blind spots. Stay ahead with AI human detection and tracking. Smartly detect between people or any other motion for accurate alerts. Communicate effortlessly with two-way audio, making it easy to talk to family or leave delivery instructions. Witness vibrant, full color in low-light environments, making your footage as clear at night as it is during the day. Secure your peace of mind with our Xiaomi 360.
Hello. Thank you. Hello, salam, namaste, and vanakkam. Let me just do this one more time again for myself. Hello, salam, namaste, and vanakkam, and welcome to the launch of the Super Note series. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Thank you once again. Before I get started, we have a few hundred people in this room, but I know that we have thousands of people watching the live stream, and for all of you on that live stream, of course, we have something for you. We have exciting giveaways. You'll have the questions flashed in the live stream video, and you need to answer this on our social media channels with the hashtags and stand a chance to win these amazing giveaways, so stay tuned. But before we get started, firstly, I personally wanted to say thank you. This moment is soaked in emotion. It's actually filled with poignancy because as I stand in front of you today, perhaps for the last time in my official capacity at Xiaomi, it's been an amazing journey. It's been a journey of 2,347 days for me since I joined Xiaomi, and every day, trust me, every day has been a privilege. It's been an honor being part of this journey in a company that is driven by purpose. I'm filled with gratitude, absolutely filled with gratitude for the support we have received from our partners, our friends in the media, our Xiaomi fans, and all the members of Team Xiaomi India. You guys have made this absolutely special. Thank you. And I have deep gratitude for the leadership at Xiaomi, for the trust they repose in me, for the trust they reposed in the India team, and all the support that they gave us despite all the challenging times that we went through. But together, we have only emerged stronger. And as I reflect in the past 10 years of Xiaomi in India since 2014, this has been an amazing story. It's been a story of growth. It's been a story of empowerment. It has been a story of impact. And we're so proud to have made such a substantial contribution to India's digital revolution, driving innovation and touching people's lives in so many different ways. Our inherent strengths in technology, married with our deep understanding of the Indian consumer, has allowed us to be a part of India's social fabric. And in the last 10 years, we are proud, extremely proud to have delivered 250 million smartphones and 350 million devices across a whole host of categories. What a wonderful milestone. Thank you. But it's not just been about business and sales and numbers and revenue and profitability. We take pride in the way we have fostered entrepreneurship, in the way we have created employment, both directly and indirectly, and also in being amongst the earliest pioneers of making in India and localizing our manufacturing. Just having the opportunity to play at this scale and this scope has been a humbling experience. But looking ahead into the next 10 years, we're so excited about the future that we have the opportunity to create in some ways together. The industry is changing, markets are changing, the consumer is evolving at a pace never seen before, and technology is disrupting our lives in numerous ways. And towards this, Xiaomi will endeavor to be a hardcore technology pioneer, where we see hardware into software to the power of AI being our guiding philosophy. We want to be the makers of magic. We want to ensure that we take this philosophy of human into car, into home, towards the goal of shipping an incremental 700 million devices in India. And there are two themes. There are two themes which will underscore this entire approach, what we call the 10 years of tomorrow. Number one, in line with the increasingly aspirational Indian, we'll ensure that we premiumize across the entire spectrum. Premiumize our products, premiumize the experience, premiumize the distribution, premiumize the retail touchpoint, premiumize our service, premiumize pretty much everything to cater to the needs of the aspirational Indian. And second, just as we did magic with the smartphone revolution, just as we did magic with the smart TV revolution, we want to create magic with a smart home revolution, the second fundamental pillar that will underlie our entire strategic approach is one of a connected ecosystem. And these two themes of premiumization and a connected ecosystem is what you will see playing out across a multitude of products that we'll be launching today. And to get started with the business end of the proceedings this afternoon, it's my pleasure to call on stage the Chief Marketing Officer of Xiaomi India, Anuj Sharma.
Thank you, Murli. All right, a very warm welcome to all of you guys. We've got an action-packed day ahead. So I'm going to move really quickly. Now, Murli spoke about the fact that Xiaomi are the pioneers when it comes to human times car times home. There's nobody else who's doing it better than us. And of course, today we've got a lot of breakthrough products for you. But before we get to that part, I just wanted to share a quick update. Now, earlier this year, we started off with our first ever car, the Xiaomi SU7. Some of you fans were there to witness it in person. You guys love the car? Yes? Well, I'm sure some of you guys would have already seen that. But today, just about 6 to 7 months into our first ever car launch, now we have a prototype of the world's fastest four-door sedan. It beat the previous record by a whopping 6 seconds. So clearly, we are getting there. Our human times car times home strategy is falling in place. We're the leaders across the board, and there's obviously a whole lot more to come. Now today, unfortunately, we don't really have the car with us. But we do have not 3, not 5, but 6 products for all of you guys. What's the 6th product? I think Ishan knows, but he has to keep his mouth shut. All right. So we're obviously going to start off with the hero of the day, the Redmi Note 14 series. The Redmi Note 14 series has 3 amazing products. You have the Note 14 Pro Plus, you have the Note 14, and of course, the classic that's been there for the longest time, the Note 14. But before I get about talking about the phones, there was a little change that's been happening in the industry, and I wanted to talk about that part. The consumers have changed significantly. And I briefly spoke about this on social media. A lot of fellow tech enthusiasts didn't like what I had to say, but there is data that's changing. Consumers are now keeping their phones for much, much longer. About 7 to 8 years ago, we were changing phones almost every year. Today, that's gone up to more than 3 years. So when a person buys their phone, people who will be buying the Redmi Note 14, chances are that you'll have those people using their phones all the way till 2028. It seems far, but it is happening, and probably even longer than that. The second thing that's happened is, for tech enthusiasts like me, for a lot of you guys who are Xiaomi fans, we've been looking at the shiny stuff. And this is a report that we recently saw from TechArc, the analyst firm. It, I think, aligns with what I also think, that when you're looking to buy the next big phone, if somebody asks me, I would say, obviously, performance is the most important aspect, right? We need that Antutu benchmark that we can show off. We need those other geek benches of the world. The next comes in camera. Then we've got display, battery, and all the other stuff. We don't really care too much about those things, right? But about 2 to 3 years ago, we started seeing a change. Consumers had started changing, and when you went back and talked to the people who had already bought these phones, it was quite different. Post-purchase, 3 months later, 6 months later, a year later, when we asked people what really mattered, what did they really care about in their phones, the first thing that came across was battery. Right? Battery life was the most important thing that basically got that satisfaction or the dissatisfaction with a smartphone. Camera is second, and then comes performance. Same, performance first, processor first kind of a guidance. We made those changes with the last year's Redmi Note 13 series. The end result, the Redmi Note 13 series compared to the Redmi Note 12 series saw a consumer jump of 65%. So Redmi Note 13 entire series, not just the classic, but even the pros, sold 65% more, or 1.65 times more than just the Redmi Note 12 series. Right? So clearly we were taking the right steps. But today, we want to take a massive leap forward with the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. Introducing this amazing Super Note for all of you guys in India today. Now, the Note 14 Pro Plus, when I say it's taking a leap, we're actually taking a lot of learnings. And there's probably no other better place than to look internally into the Xiaomi flagship side as well. So we're bringing in a lot of flagship technologies into the Note for the first time. So you've got flagship battery. That's coming onto the Note. You've got a flagship build and design. Some of you guys who follow us on social media have already seen hints of that. And we're also bringing in a flagship camera onto the Note. Things that really matter, and we're going to take that to the very next level. Let me start off with the first one, something that the consumers care about the most, which is getting in a flagship battery. Right? Now, this is taking in somewhat the Xiaomi flagship tech, but this is not the Xiaomi flagship tech that you see on phones. This is the other category that you just saw, and we are bringing in the largest and the most advanced battery ever on a Xiaomi phone. Not Redmi Note, but overall Xiaomi phone. In fact, I'll probably rephrase this. This is the largest and the most advanced EV-grade battery on a smartphone from Xiaomi ever. And we're taking it a massive 6,200 mAh. So about a year ago, when I first heard this number, my fear was this is going to be a big phone. It's going to be a thick phone. It's going to be a heavy phone. And then I had to understand the tech behind it. So obviously, this is a long, complicated subject, but I'll try and simplify this. All of you guys in the audience today have this traditional battery, right? So essentially, you normally have a graphite anode, which stores all the charge. And when you start using it, it moves over to the cathode side through a liquid electrolyte. Now, these batteries have worked really well for years and years. But these traditional batteries had to change if we had to bring in that flagship experience. So the first thing that we've done is we've actually replaced the anode with a silicon-carbon composite. Now, the silicon-carbon composite can handle more energy density than the theoretical limits of graphite. So you're able to put in a lot more charge in that same space. The second thing that we did was we also replaced the liquid electrolyte with a solid one. So it's less resistant to temperature changes. It obviously helps with the overall size of the battery, as you can see. And hence, at the end of it, we get more energy density and a size reduction at the same time. The last part, what we also did was, with both the anode and cathode, we've added a self-repairing membrane. So in your battery, actually, there's a chemical reaction happening every time you charge or discharge. That ends up damaging the battery a little bit, not too much, but a normal battery, all of you guys that have, you'll probably go through about 800 cycles before the battery health falls to 80%. In this case, because of the self-repairing membrane, we're able to take this up to 1,600 cycles, right? So if I do this math, you've got this big battery, 6,200 mAh battery that you don't really need to charge every day. And then on top of it, this battery also lasts 1,600 cycles before it gets to 80%. So 80% of 6,200 is essentially 5,000 mAh. So 4-5 years later, you will still have the battery capacity of a 5,000 mAh phone with you. So the longevity is taken care of. And this, obviously, like I said, is taking in learnings from an EV-grade battery now coming into your smartphone. The end result, what do you get? Compared to the Note 13 Pro Plus, you get 27.6% more energy density in that battery. You have a 22% increased battery capacity in a smaller, by 6% reduction in terms of size, a smaller battery. Now, that's the physics and the chemistry part of it. What does it mean for an average consumer? Well, even for a heavy consumer or heavy usage, you are actually able to take the days of usage to 1.47 days. So it's a big leap over last year. People who spend a lot of time on WhatsApp, you can do that for about 17 hours straight. The doom scrollers on Instagram, you guys have been covered for 22 hours, and even web browsing takes it up to 200%. Now, all of this is not just the battery tech alone. We are also bringing in advanced battery management system. So this is taken from the Xiaomi flagships, where you've got both the Surge G1 and the Surge P2 chips coming in, which ensures that your battery health, battery charging, all of that is maintained for a longer time. You guys want to see the battery? Yes? Okay, these are two batteries. One is a 5,000 mAh battery. One is a 6,200 mAh battery. Can you guys guess which one is which? All right. Obviously, it makes sense, right? A bigger battery normally would be bigger, but we are flipping the physics, we are flipping the chemistry, and it's actually the smaller one. So, bigger battery now in a smaller size, and hence, because of that, you also get a bigger battery in a slimmer phone. The Note 13 Pro Plus with a 5,000 mAh battery was 8.9 mm thick. Well, Note 14 Pro Plus is just 8.75 mm. And the designing actually didn't really stop there, right? So our engineers have taken it to the next level. It looks really good. In fact, it's got a curved back that is designed to match your palm, giving you an incredible hand feel. So when you hold it, it feels super comfortable. Of course, it's slimmer, so it's even more easier to hold. But we've taken care of the aesthetics as well. When we were looking at the design, we've got a color-matched aluminum frame for all the colors that we've got. And I think my favorite part of it, it's got a Xiaomi logo-inspired camera deco. So it looks like it belongs in the house of Xiaomi. And we've got 3 colors. We've got the Spectre Blue, right? It's a great color that you've seen, I think, across all our social media handles. But we've also got, for the people who love vegan leather, we've got a Phantom Purple, right? Giving that extra grip, a different feel. But I guess my favorite will only have to be the Titan Black. You can't go wrong with an amazing matte finish black with that Xiaomi logo-inspired camera deco. It looks absolutely stunning. It looks sleek. But apart from the looks part of it, it's also built to last. So it's meant to go 4, 5, 6 years. And we've been doing those tests. Again, some of the tests that you've seen, please do not try that at home. But we've had a lot of fun with this. And the team and I, last week, decided to kind of do one more cool test. Why don't you guys take a look at this? You know, the interesting part was, even at the end of the day, the team was more concerned about me than the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. Right? We knew it was built to handle all of this stuff. Now, how did it do that? Why are we putting it through these crazy tests? Because there's not been a single phone that's been built quite like the Note. Because it's the first phone that has a dual Corning Gorilla Glass, and not just any Corning Gorilla Glass. It's got 2 flagship Gorilla Glasses, the Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and Gorilla Glass 7i, both in the front and the back. So it's protected from all sides against your daily wear and tear, drops, falls. In fact, we have to go even beyond that. So it's not just the outside, but it's also stronger inside out. Every single layer has a shock absorbent layer inside. So behind the screen, around the motherboard, around the battery, the camera, everything was protected. And to prove it all, we actually took it to a third-party certification house. So this is actually certified for a 1.5 meter drop by TUV onto hard surfaces. So for the next 3, 4, 5 years, when you are using this, you don't really have to worry about how you use your daily companion, and you can get done with most stuff. Now, this is the drop part of it, but I'm sure there's one more interesting bit, right? How does it handle the liquids? How does it handle the daily spills? And for that, for the first time ever on a Redmi Note series, we've got IP66, 68, and a 69 support. And we thought we'll take it to the next level. How do we show how far can it go? So we decided to do a very interesting unboxing. You guys want to see that? Yes. The guys at the back, you guys want to see the unboxing? Yes? No, I can't hear you guys. Ah, there you go. do not try this at home. Now this is also, this has to go beyond the hardware part of it. This also had to go beyond the build quality that you've seen. And those changes are coming in all thanks to the Xiaomi HyperOS. Now with HyperOS and the refactoring stuff that we've got, you are being given 4 years of lag-free software support. And actually when I'm saying software support, it goes beyond just the software that you get out of the box, but we are also giving up to 4 years of updates with the Redmi Note Pro Plus. So you guys saw, we've got an EV-grade battery that goes beyond almost every other flagship out there. You saw how this is built better than almost every other flagship out there. What about the third aspect that you really care about? Well, we had inspirations coming in from the Xiaomi flagship imagery to bring you a flagship camera for the very first time on a Redmi Note. In fact, this is probably the first time that we're bringing in a flagship sensor, the Light Hunter 800, which is actively used in other flagships today also, into the Redmi Note. Why does it really matter? Because you've got improved dynamic range, you've got a larger aperture, so you can take in better night shots, more challenging light conditions, and of course it comes with Super OIS for those really stable shots. Instead of me talking more about the specs of it, let me show you some of the output that we've been able to get through this camera. Now this is a shot from the main camera. Again, a cloudy day, normally the shadows would not really be visible. It's almost like you're watching this with your naked eyes. Right? We're trying to reproduce that realism that comes in with the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. But what happens when you go into a low light situation? You've got you covered there as well. So and as you can see in this image, the colors, the overall details have still been retained. And of course, if you need that stability, you've also got that with the Note 14 Pro Plus. Now this is the primary camera. And you obviously expect the primary camera to be good when it comes to the Redmi Note series, but we've also improved the ultra-wide sensor. So these are some shots taken by the ultra-wide sensor. It's a brand new Sony sensor that's able to capture the details and also keep the same color science as the primary. And so when you're shifting from the primary to ultra-wide, you still get great shots. You can see we've taken this Redmi Note Pro Plus to Germany, to Dubai. There's Burj Khalifa at the back. And then this shot is from Italy. So it's been able to capture all of those things really well. Of course, we'd love to see what you guys are going to shoot in India. And for the first time ever, the third camera, which most people ignore, we're also getting a telephoto sensor on the Redmi Note series. And why is this important? Because we want you to have that versatility to be able to shoot the way you want. So you can go from an ultra-wide to the main sensor to the telephoto without losing any color or details. And this is not really an ordinary telephoto as well, because it can produce great landscape shots as well. So when you need to kind of compose the shots in the right manner, you still get all the details, including the 3 horses that you see on the ground. But you know what else is really good with a telephoto? It takes up your portraiture game to the very next level. So flagship level portraits now on the Redmi Note. The ones that you see here are shot, of course, on the 14 Pro Plus. And now this 50 megapixel telephoto makes a huge difference in terms of the detail, in terms of the depth that you see, and just the overall storytelling that comes in because of this camera. So you're able to get all of that. So you saw 3 amazing sensors and cameras. So you've got an ultra-wide, you've got a Light Hunter 800 coming onto the main sensor, and for the first time, a 50 megapixel telephoto. And on top of it, you also have more ways to kind of take your shots or recompose them thanks to the camera AI. So the first thing is image expansion. We've all taken shots and then thought it was a little too narrow, or we wanted to change that perspective. Now with image expansion, it flawlessly adds small elements to the surroundings. It looks like it was shot in such a way. In fact, I can see some question saying, was it really that this is the original image and you just cropped it on the other side? This is actually done on AI. Here's another one, the eraser part. So you're taking this amazing shot, but unfortunately the server came at the back. Now you want to remove that. Right? So in this particular image, you can see that the server is gone, but everything is accurately created at the back. And one more thing that we've kind of taken off. As you can see, the ceiling does not have any more fans. You know the reason for this? Because all the fans we need are already in this room. Okay, so that's the flagship camera. You get a 50 megapixel primary, which is a Light Hunter 800. Nobody else has this kind of a quality in a smartphone in this range. We've also got a 50 megapixel telephoto, giving you that versatile play all the way from 15 mm to 120 mm. So you can shoot the way you like. From a selfie camera perspective, it's a 20 megapixel selfie. We've done improvements on video. We've also got a whole lot of AI features that we could not talk about today, but I'm sure you guys will explore as you use the camera a lot more. Now, these images that you take also look absolutely stunning on the amazing display. Now, this display is a 1.5K AMOLED display. It's a 120 Hz refresh rate panel, supports 12-bit, so you get 68 billion colors. Right? Most of the other devices that you see are 8 or 10-bit, so nothing really comes this close. But what we've also done is we've taken up the brightness. So the last time you saw a 3000 nits peak brightness coming in from a Xiaomi phone, it was actually the Xiaomi 14, which is a flagship device. We're bringing in that amount of brightness, so even when you are outdoors, you're able to see things absolutely clearly. And to go with this amazing display, of course, you get the sound that you expect from the Redmi Note series. So you've got dual stereo speakers and Dolby Atmos. And all of this powered by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3, which gives you a 20% bump in CPU, 20% bump in the graphics processing, and a 30% bump versus last year when it comes to on-device AI, putting it all together in a neat package. Now, because of this chip, we were also able to do one more thing that all our fans have been asking for, which is enable device interconnectivity between the Xiaomi devices. So with HyperOS, now you get that. So you can access your entire phone, the Note 14 Pro Plus, on any of our powerful tablets. So you've got the Xiaomi Pad 6, you've got the Redmi Pad Pro, and the upcoming Xiaomi Pad 7. And the AI capabilities don't stop there. So of course, you've got Circle to Search. If you're traveling, the AI interpreter is absolutely brilliant. And if you need subtitles on the go, the AI subtitles also come in. So a whole lot of AI features coming into the Note 14 Pro Plus. So let me quickly summarize. You've got the Note 14 Pro Plus coming in this amazing design with 3 colors: Spectre Blue, Titan Black, and Phantom Purple. You've got flagship cameras, a 50 megapixel Light Hunter 800 with Super OIS. We've added a telephoto, a 50 MP telephoto for the first time, and even the Ultrawide is actually an 8 MP Sony. It's the first time you're seeing a battery like this, a 6,200 mAh solid electrolyte battery with the anode being shifted to a silicon carbon technology. A great display, 1.5K display, which can do 68 billion plus colors, of course has Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. If I'm talking about Dolby Vision, I have to talk about Dolby Atmos part that obviously comes with the speakers. The overall build quality is unlike anything that you've seen there. With IP66, 68, and 69. You've got 2 flagship Corning Gorilla glasses, both in the front and the back. There is no other phone. So I'm not saying there's no other phone in this price class that has this combination. I'm saying there is no other phone out there, anywhere, that has this combination. And of course, all of it powered by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 and the Xiaomi HyperOS. Now, to summarize all of this, we decided to tap on to our brand ambassador. So we probably thought, let her show you how this phone really is.
You really want me to direct my own ad? Are you ready? Action! I've been searching for something magical. But then, chase sequence. And that's that for the photo bombers. Now take me to the future. Not quite right. Magic. So much more this phone can do. But we're running out of time. Let's cut to product shots. The Redmi Note 14 series, super camera, super AI.
So when I said we're taking a huge leap, I obviously meant it. When I compare it to the Note 13 Pro Plus, from a durability perspective, it had IP68, and all of the consumers loved it. We're actually taking it to the next level with IP66, 68, and 69, being able to handle different aspects to it. From Gorilla Glass Victus, we've actually taken it to the absolute flagship. You get Gorilla Glass Victus 2 in the front and Gorilla Glass 7i at the back. And even the internals have been upgraded with shock absorption. The battery sees a massive leap. So bigger battery in a smaller battery. We've gone from 5,000 mAh to 6,200 mAh, thanks to the EV-grade battery that we're getting here. From a camera perspective, from a 200 plus 8 plus 2 that we had last year, probably slightly disbalanced. We've got a really balanced 50 MP, 50 MP, and 8, with obviously featuring the Light Hunter 800. The display sees a peak brightness of 3,000 nits, again taking it to a flagship level. It's powered by Xiaomi HyperOS, now with a lot more AI features and interconnectivity in HyperOS. And we've gone from last year's MediaTek processor to the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3, giving you 20% more boost in terms of both CPU and GPU, and 30% more in terms of device AI. Now, the Note 13 Pro Plus was launched at 31,999. And the Note 14 Pro Plus, well, actually, I just have to wait till the end of this launch to find out. Now, let me move on to the next product, because we've got a lot of products there. The next product, I'm sure all of you guys would also love. And this is none other than the Red Dot Award winner 2024, the Xiaomi Sound Outdoor Speaker. It's a phenomenal looking speaker, but beyond the design, it's also a very powerful speaker. At 30 watt, it can easily fill up your room. But you know what's better than one speaker? Two speakers, because you can connect it in a truly wireless mode when you're enjoying movies and you get that proper stereo sound. But you know what's better than two speakers? Well, thanks to our speaker sync technology, you can actually sync up 100 speakers at a single go. And even everything else about these speakers is absolutely brilliant. It has the latest Bluetooth codec. It's a 5.4. Obviously, you've seen the overall design. It's IP66. You can take it for your New Year party to the beach. I guess I don't know how many are going to Goa. Or if you have a pool party, you don't really have to worry about it. If you still don't. You hands-free long calls, conference. Amazing. On Flipkart, and obviously across all our Xiaomi retail outlets. And this is going to be available at an amazing starting price of just $3,499. I'm sure all of you guys love this. And here's a quick product video.
Bring it, send me the location, ping that. I can send you a stretch if you need that. Everything on target, hit that. And they know my name, believe that. I'm outside, I'm in your area, big facts. And I know you got my number, ring that. I don't sacrifice, I had to pay the price. Kind of vision is like. bring it. Turn up the heat, don't stop. Bring it. Turn up the heat, don't stop. Bring it.
And now, to talk about the next product, let me call upon stage Sandeep Sharma.
You'll see why this is important a bit later, right? Cool. So Anuj already spoke to you about the 14 Pro Plus. I believe this is probably the best Note that we have ever launched, the biggest leap that we have ever taken, and something that is truly flagship grade. Now, of course, we also have another variant belonging in the Pro series itself, which is the Note 14 Pro, and I'm here to talk about it. Let's start by taking a look at previous generation Pro series. Note 13 Pro. This was really well received. This was a smart which for the first time on a Redmi Note series brought in flagship durability, IPC dust and water resistance, and of course it also felt really premium thanks to the flagship aesthetics, a curved back and a curved screen. Now this year we have obviously improved that with the Note 14 Pro Plus by also bringing in the goodness of Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which gives it unmatched protection against scratches and drops. Now usually we benchmark our Pro series with the previous generation Pro Plus. But this time around, what we have done is ensured that the Pro is just as durable, just as capable, and just as amazing as the Pro Plus itself from this year. So this is the Redmi Note 14 Pro, and we're calling it Be Pro Every Day. So let me quickly take you through how this particular smartphone is going to help you pro up your everyday, whether it's your hustle, whether it's your style, or whether it's your viewing experience. Across all these parameters, this is a Pro unlike any other on the market. Now, before we dive into what exactly makes this a Pro, let's take a quick look at a day in my life and how that pans out with the Redmi Note 14 Pro. So obviously you saw that it was built to during your hustle every day, and that's thanks to courtesy the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 that you have up front on the display protecting it. And of course this too is certified for drops up to 1.5 meters from TUV. And of course, why should the Pro Plus only have all the fun? The Pro also gets an IP68 plus 69 support, so giving you the same great durability that's required to carry you throughout your entire day. Now, of course, your hustle also means that your smartphone needs to have enough charge to take you through the entire day, and that's why we are also upgrading the battery on the Pro to a massive 5500 mAh battery. So it's gone up significantly, ensuring great endurance per day. That's not all. This also comes with solid electrolyte technology, ensuring that even in the harshest of conditions or when temperature really drops low, you're also getting great efficiency. And just like the Pro Plus, there's also incredible endurance in the long term in terms of longevity, even after 1600 cycles, 80% of battery capacity still, which is astounding, especially for a phone in this segment. Now, this also is a great fashion statement. It's something that you can definitely use to showcase yourself as someone who really loves to flaunt their style. This is because this is available in a very similar design that's also inspired by our Xiaomi logo. Now, there's a slight difference. While that had a flat look, here you're getting 4 separate camera islands atop the larger island itself, and it looks truly beautiful. I would urge all of you to go and test this out in the experience zone after this. And of course, we're bringing more Pro Plus goodness to the Pro with our dual tone finish, and for the first time, the Pro is also getting a vegan leather edition. So it's a beautiful looking color, as you can see here. And again, the same goodness from Pro Plus coming onto the Pro. Of course, we mentioned, like Anuj mentioned, it fits really well in your hands. And that continues here with a curved back as well as a curved display. And it's available in 3 beautiful colors. You already saw the Phantom Purple, which is, of course, a vegan leather edition, which is also very durable. And, of course, all variants are waterproof as well. But I personally love the Ivy Green, which brings a hint of freshness along with the dual tone design. And there's also Titan Black, which again is Anuj's favorite, as usual, being very, very stealthy. We also give you a beautiful Pro View everyday experience with this, because like the Pro Plus, this comes with unmatched outdoor visibility, and this is also the brightest Note ever, bringing it in line with our flagships at 3000 nits that's being pushed through the AMOLED display itself. Now, we have an in-display fingerprint scanner that makes it very convenient, very easy, very fast, and safe to unlock your phone. And you also get the goodness of 68 billion colors, because this is a 12-bit display, and it has 1.5K of resolution, giving you extremely sharp-looking visuals. That's not all. Thanks to Dolby Vision, as well as Dolby Atmos and HDR10 Plus technologies, you're getting an immersive viewing experience regardless of what you're trying to stream, or if you're just sitting back and doing a Netflix and chill session. Now, of course, you have a beautiful display. You need to mate that with a beautiful camera to tell your stories better. And this time, we have upgraded the camera again on the Pro as well to a Sony sensor. So we are improving it by leaps and bounds thanks to this beautiful, powerful Sony sensor that will help you capture incredible looking photos. So let's take a look at the hardware quickly. So this has a custom sensor. This is a Litya 600 sensor mated to a large f1.5 aperture, and it has optical image stabilizer in it as well. You have an ultra-wide angle camera with 120-degree field of view, and of course, a macro camera as well. Now, let's take a look at some of the photos that we can actually see as an output straight out of the camera. And trust me, the results are absolutely mind-blowing. We were also pleasantly surprised with the sort of output that we were getting with this amazing smartphone. So wherever we went, it was a simple process. Just point and click, and you're getting incredible looking output. In fact, my favorite photo is the one on your far right, which looks like it's coming out of a flagship camera, something that we have seen in Xiaomi flagships as well, the beautiful tonality, especially in a black and white shot. Now, if you look at these set of photos, my favorite is the one on your left, which is that beautiful depth of field leading into the cow itself. It's a very simple shot, but thanks to the capabilities of the camera, you're getting incredible looking output. And this doesn't only work with well lighting conditions, it also works when the light drops or where there's challenging white balancing to do. But regardless of what you throw at it, the Pro excels and gives you incredible looking output. So that is the Redmi Note 14 Pro at a glance. Of course, there's quite a lot that it packs into a single phone, but we also are making this the global debut of the MediaTek 7300 Ultra 5G chipset. It has 45 watt of charging, IR blaster, XR6 haptics, and of course powered by Xiaomi HyperOS. Let's take a quick look at what exactly this packs through a beautiful product video. I think we've outdone ourselves with the design on this. The vegan leather edition is something you guys should really check out. It looks even better than anything else we have produced, truly in line with luxury leather goods that you see. Now, how does this fare in comparison with our Note 13 Pro from last year? Let's take a quick look. Because this year, like I said, we have benchmarked against the Pro Plus rather than last year. But this will help you understand just how much of a difference the current Pro model makes. So of course, one thing is the addition of an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. We have brought in a curved back with curved display, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, the best protection, and of course, a beautiful Xiaomi logo-inspired camera deco as well. That's not all. The display receives a massive bump, going from 1800 nits all the way to 3000 nits, which is an actual flagship level brightness on this particular display, and of course, is curved. Then you have a 50 megapixel Sony camera that we have added now, giving you incredible output anytime, anywhere. And of course, the battery receives a massive 500 mAh bump up, giving you better endurance. And it's also built to last in the long run. That's not all. All this goodness packaged and powered by Xiaomi HyperOS with over 20 AI features. Now, moving on to the next product, I think this is something that has helped me sort of keep sane and avoid drops. I think you've seen in the video I'm quite clumsy, but this next product sort of helps solve that. So let's take a look at how it exactly does that. So these are two of our probably most famous, I would say, audio products. All of you, I'm sure the fans especially remember the Mi dual driver earphones, which was a segment first, and our Redmi Buds 5, which we announced earlier this year, which brought in the convenience of having truly wireless sound, as well as super ANC. The next product combines the best of both worlds from these two products, and we are calling it the Redmi Buds 6. Super ANC, Super Buds. So this allows you to tune in to your favorite stuff because of the segment's first dual driver technology, and of course it also allows you to tune out whatever you don't need with up to 49 decibels of noise cancellation. And this is not just a number, but what we have also done is fine-tuned it and tweaked it to better suit the sounds of India. So most of us, we have used it maybe in airplanes, which is quite similar on all earphones, but this has been tuned, keeping motorcycle sounds, the other sights and sounds of India also in mind, and helping cancel that out in a good way. This supports up to 42 hours of playback, has quad mics ensuring that your loved ones at the other end can hear you precisely and clearly. And of course, I love the new battery indicator that we have. We're calling it Flow LED. Gives you the exact amount of percentage of charge that's there. And of course, 360-degree spatial audio works well with two devices. Dual pairing is supported, works with a Xiaomi earbuds app, and of course, supports IP54 rating. So this also is durable, like all of our other devices that you have seen so far. Now, this will be available on Mi.com, Amazon India, as well as Xiaomi Retail at a price of just rupees 2,999. So let's take a quick look at what exactly this brings to the table through a beautiful product video. There's the pulse. Now to take you through the rest of the two amazing products, I'd like to invite Gautam on stage. Over to you, Gautam.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandeep. And thank you, everyone, for making it here for the Redmi Note 14 series launch. Now, we have talked about 4 amazing products, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus, the Redmi Note 14 Pro, the Xiaomi Sound Outdoor Speaker, and the Redmi Buds 6. So what is the 5th product? Of course, the classic Note, presenting the Redmi Note 14 5G. And in true sense, this is the 14th iteration of the Redmi Note series. The Pro and the Pro Plus came in later. And both fans and media expect it to have everything. And the Redmi Note 5G has everything you want. Want stunning color choices? The Redmi Note 5G comes in 3 beautiful colors, starting with the Phantom Purple with a quad color design, the classic Titan Black, and my favorite, the Mystique White with a shimmery wave-like pattern on the back. Want a complete multimedia experience? The Redmi Note 14 5G features segment's brightest 2100 nits AMOLED display and dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. And of course, to make the complete multimedia experience true, it also has HDR10 plus capabilities. It is 120 Hz. It is a large size display, covers 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut. What's next? Want enhanced security? The Redmi Note 14 5G, for the very first time on a classic Note, the classic Redmi Note 14 5G also gets an in-display fingerprint sensor, and thanks to the optical sensor under the screen, it is a lot more secure. Want everyday perfect shots? The Redmi Note 5G comes with a Sony Litia 600 sensor, backed by a 120 degrees field of view ultra-wide lens and a macro camera as well. Now, it's a Sony sensor with optical image stabilization. Of course, you expect great daylight shots. But when it's evening, and this shot was taken when the sun was about to set, you still get great results. And when it goes completely dark, you still get great results as well. Now, as they say, the best camera is the one that you have. We handed over the Redmi Note 14 5G to a photographer friend, and these are the kind of results he could get. Now, if you look at the image, the colors, the sky, the trees, and everything, the colors are captured perfectly. It's super sharp. But when you're traveling with your friends and family, you want to take portrait images, and you get great results there as well. Want a tough smartphone? It's a Redmi Note. It has to be tough. The Redmi Note 14 5G actually is the durability champion thanks to the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protecting the display. It goes through 50+ quality tests, and it's also IP64 rated against dust and splashes. Want faster charging? The Redmi Note 14 5G comes with 45-watt turbocharge and a larger 5110 mAh battery. Want it all? The Redmi Note 14 has it all. Amazing design, beautiful color choices, durability, a great display, which is the brightest in segment, in-display fingerprint sensor, AI capabilities, global debut of Dimensity 7025 Ultra, a large battery, and faster charging. Let's take a quick look at the product film.
Choice is made. You give it all to live and give and take. Bound to be a mess, I'm really certain. But you will never know until you follow your heart. You say, for the first time, from the bird's eye, coming into view, it changes everything. For the coastline, with a shore side. I found something that will last. I found something that will last.
Of course, the Redmi Note 14 has it all, but how does it fare against the predecessor? Of course, you get a brighter, segments brighter 2100 nits display. You get dual stereo speaker capable of Dolby Atmos. You get a Sony sensor. You get faster charging. You get in-display fingerprint sensor, and a lot more. So that was the fifth product. And on social media, we actually talked about only only 5 products. But we also have a 6th product. Can you guess what this is? Well, to give you a hint, it's super slim, it's super stylish, and it's powerful. Yes. Presenting the Xiaomi Ultra Slim Power Bank, the lightest and slimmest from the house of Xiaomi. Now, we call it the Ultra Slim Power Bank, but how slim is it? Is it slimmer than a AAA battery? Is it slimmer than a Tic Tac box? Is it slimmer than a pocket perfume? Is it slimmer than a cookie? Let's find out. Well, if this still does not, give you the confidence that it's super slim, let me show you what do I have in my wallet. And it's not money because I have a kid now. This is how slim the power bank is. So that's the Xiaomi Ultra Slim Power Bank, at just 93 grams, 10 mm thin, fits in your pocket, comes with a carry pouch, supports charging almost any device at up to 20 watts thanks to the Type-C port, and comes with the same reliability as every other Xiaomi power bank with 12 layers of protection. The Xiaomi Ultra Slim Power Bank will be available via crowdfunding at just rupees 1799, and for our fastest finger first fans, they can grab it at an even more incredible price of 1499 only. Now this will be available starting 13 December, 12 noon on me.com. So be the first few to support the product on crowdfunding and get your hands on it first. So these were the 6 products that we wanted to talk about. To talk about the Redmi Note pricing and availability, let me call Murli back on stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. We've done so many of these launches, and every time we start the keynote, there is somebody on social media who says, hey, all of this is fine, get to the pricing first. But you know what, we're going to do our job too. So we had 6 products that we launched today. Let's quickly recap. I'll make this efficient before we get to the business end of this afternoon. What Gautam just covered was this ultra slim power bank, cool, chic, sexy. I mean, for me, this is the ultimate confluence, marriage, synergy, synthesis of design aesthetics and engineering marvel. It just looks so beautiful. And as you can see, the crowdfunding will start today. We then had the next iteration in our 2 wireless earbuds, the Redmi Buds 6, which, of course, lets you tune in to good music, thanks to the dual driver, tune out stuff that you don't want because of the enhanced noise-canceling capability, and with a battery life that will give you a playback of up to 42 hours, the Redmi Buds 6. We also had the outdoor speaker, the Xiaomi Sound outdoor speaker, which lets you, thanks to the speaker sync technology, connect up to 100 speakers to give that truly immersive concert experience for perhaps social listening, or should we say community listening, And if you get where I'm going with this, maybe for our fans listening, and if you still haven't got the clue, for all of our Xiaomi fans here, as you walk out of the event today, each one of you gets a Xiaomi Sound outdoor speaker as a token of our thanks and gratitude. Glad you liked it. Glad you liked it. Glad you liked it. Thank you. Moving ahead. Moving ahead into the showcase of this afternoon, the Redmi Note 14 5G series. We launched 3 Super Notes this afternoon, starting with the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. And if you followed the keynote that Anuj was taking us through, it is a significant upgrade over the previous generation in every possible manner. Starting with the battery, EV-grade battery, 6,200 mAh, a super upgrade in terms of durability, thanks to Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front and Corning Gorilla Glass 7i at the back, with certification for IP66, IP68, and support for IP69. A super grade upgrade on the camera with the flagship Light Hunter 800 sensor and a 50 megapixel telephoto sensor for the first time ever in the Redmi Note series. A super upgrade in terms of design, hand feel, and aesthetics. And I shouldn't forget a super upgrade in terms of intelligence features and AI, which clearly makes this the smartest Redmi Note ever. For the guy who wanted us to get to the pricing, finally we get there. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G is available in 3 variants, with the 8GB 128GB variant retailing for a net effective price of rupees 29,999. And this is a net effective price which includes a bank offer or an exchange bonus. And there are 2 other variants of the Redmi Note Pro Plus 5G, the 8GB 256GB and the 12GB 512GB, with prices as displayed on the screen. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G will go on sale at 12 noon on the 13th of December 2024 on Me.com, Flipkart, and all Xiaomi retail outlets. But we said, let's make this even more special to ensure that you can get your hands super quick on the Super Note Pro Plus that we launched today. For the first time ever, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G will be available on Flipkart Minutes. And to actually test how fast this delivery can happen, we're doing a trial run with just 1 order today. And I'll request Anuj, are you there? Anuj, if you can quickly log into Flipkart Minutes and get us a Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. We have a few minutes before we wrap up for the afternoon. Let's see if it gets delivered on time. If you can do the needful, please. While Anuj is placing the order, that was the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. Moving on to the Redmi Note 14 Pro. For the first time ever in the Pro series, we have a 3D curved display. It comes with flagship level durability like the Pro Plus, an upgrade on the battery up to 5,500 mAh. It comes with a premium Sony sensor and all the goodness like the elder sibling. The Redmi Note 14 Pro is available in 2 variants, with the 8 GB 128 GB variant going on sale at a net effective price of rupees 23,999. And I must clarify, this includes a bank offer or an exchange bonus, and it has one additional variant, the 8 GB 256 GB variant, with prices as displayed on the screen. The Redmi Note 14 Pro also goes on sale at 12 noon on the 13th of December 2024 on me.com, Flipkart, and all Xiaomi retail partner outlets. So we covered the Redmi Note Pro Plus. We covered the Redmi Note 14 Pro. Talking about the classic Note, the Redmi Note 14, which comes with a huge upgrade in display capability, the segment's brightest display at 2100 nits. It features a Sony camera sensor with all the AI magic from the elder sibling. And last but not the least, for the first time ever on a Redmi Note, we are introducing an in-display fingerprint sensor for additional security and convenience. The Redmi Note 14 comes in 3 variants, with the 6 GB 128 GB variant going on sale at a net effective price of rupees 17,999, which includes a 1,000 rupee bank offer or an exchange bonus, and it has 2 additional variants, the 8 GB 128 GB and the 8 GB 256 GB. The Redmi Note 14 goes on sale on the 13th of December 2024 on me.com, Amazon, and all of our retail partners. All the super notes that we launched today, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus, the Redmi Note 14 Pro, and the Redmi Note 14 also are powered by Xiaomi Finance, which promises a fully digital flow and a 10-minute approval promise to ensure that you get the best affordability installment offers on our super notes. The one thing that I forgot to mention, perhaps most important, is that in all of our super notes, you also have the charger in the box. And thanks to our partners, Jio, we also have data vouchers, a total benefits of up to 11,000 rupees from Jio. Thanks so much for that. And there you have it. To sum up, we had 6 products launching today, and it's been a few minutes since I ordered, since Anuj ordered. I'm guessing the order is here. There you go. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah, hamara Chico. Thanks. He ensures that I keep the bag. Thank you very much, brother. There you have it. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G, delivered in minutes thanks to Flipkart Minutes. I love this phone, but I already have one. And so what we're going to do is have a giveaway of this to all of our fans sometime soon. So that's it. That's our showcase for this afternoon. It has been such a pleasure bringing this event to each one of you. Thank you so much for being such a lovely audience and enthusiastically participating and listening to all that we had to share. We put in a lot of effort into doing this. We take our business seriously, we take our consumers seriously, and we want to do nothing but the very best for each one of you. Thank you. Goodbye. Alvida. Until our paths meet again. Thank you very much. This is Murli signing off.